I had to turn off my fan because good quality sound. The blood, sweat, and tears we put into EverNever TV. Emphasis on the sweat. Hey guys, it's June from EverNever TV, and today we have a very special episode. We are going to be looking back on the fondest memories from EverNever TV itself. EverNever TV is an OG YouTube channel. It was started in 2015 by Soman and the team at the time, and they really built this channel into this incredible extension of the School for Good and Evil mediaverse. Alongside the website, the other place besides the books where the world of School for Good and Evil could take on a life of its own. So today we are going to look back on our top 5 EverNever TV memories, starting with number 1, the first episode ever.
Hey, I'm Solon.
Hi, I'm Joanne.
And I'm Ramon. And this is Dougie, and this is EverNever TV.
Published on YouTube July 9th, 2015, featuring the original 3 team members. Joanne worked for Soman and was really instrumental in shaping what EverNever TV was going to be like. And Ramon was the guy who added all the color.
First runner-up will be announced by Yuba. Yuba, who's the first runner-up?
And the first runner-up is 4BR for the Lady of the Lake. Wonderful job, young person.
The first episode ever of EverNever TV was a making of book 3 featurette that Joanne edited.
The editor's job is to be the bad guy and sort of cut things. I will not take out the big knife.
So yes, that was the first episode of EverNever TV. You see how cute Soman looks? He's so young, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Our next EverNever TV moment is School for Good and Evil sock puppets come to life.
Hello, and welcome to my show. I thought it was Never Ever TV. Not anymore. I'm gonna interview Tedros. Who is your favorite superhero?
I think my favorite superhero would have to be Batman.
Wrong.
As the years went on, a bunch more sock puppets were created. The Coven was created, Merlin was created, 2 versions of Hort. Joanne was so incredible in using such few elements to characterize each of the sock puppets, and Ramon was so brilliant in bringing his voice and humor to the puppets.
Seriously, where's Joanne? I'm gonna go find them now.
I think the sock puppets really sum up the sort of era of EverNever TV at this time. It was earlier days of YouTube. It had the DIY quality of coming up with different sorts of episode ideas and games. It's hard enough to even write the books, obviously, but then on top of that, to have this whole larger world peripheral to that is super impressive.
That was a wonderful musical interlude. Thanks for joining me. You put me on a spell, Sophie.
Moment number 3, my first episode.
Hey guys! How's it going? My name's June. I'm really happy to be joining Soman and all you guys.
I remember being super starstruck because I had been watching EverNever TV. I had seen Joanne, I'd seen Ramon, I'd seen Soman, obviously. They were kind of like celebrities to me, although obviously it's like a YouTube channel.
And rolling.
We were filming at Soman's apartment at the time on the Upper West Side of New York City. I thought I was just gonna be there to like stand behind the camera, adjust the lights and stuff. In the end, Soman was just like,
We do have one more thing to do today. We want to introduce you to a very special new team member that's going to be on EverNever TV in the future.
I was so nervous at the time, and now looking back, it's so silly because EverNever TV is so regular for me. At the time, I was terrifiedly walking onto camera. It really was the start of a new era of EverNever TV. I started to pitch my own ideas. We did games of School for Good and Evil themed D&D. We filmed an entirely new intro. I come from a very fantasy-heavy background, like Lord of the Rings. Soman was in this like weird little poofy hat and carrying Dougie. This was a transition period. We did drag, we did fashion shows. We still had the scrappiness of the early days and the trying all kinds of crazy episodes. It was really when the EverNever TV team was the biggest. We had Ramon, we had Joanne, we had Soman, we had me, we had Dougie, we had Jamie, our intern, Snail Jam, SGE on Instagram, who would like fly once every summer to New York, and we filmed like a bunch of episodes all at once, and it was this week-long summer camp. In this period, it leads us into moment number 4, the School for Good and Evil rap.
This is the endless woods, we got hundreds of kingdoms and more, with people from good and evil are reading the lore, telling the history of SGE, School for good and evil on ENTV.
Again, there was no movie, so all the visuals about School for Good and Evil were either in the book trailers that Michael Blank would make, in the illustrations that Jacopo would draw, or we'd be making them on EverNever TV. And the School for Good and Evil wrap was sort of us trying to put our pedal to the metal with providing School for Good and Evil content that you could watch and would make the world feel tangible and colorful. But of course, this leads into the fifth moment, the School for Good and Evil movie announcement.
Hey guys, how do you find the words for something that you've been waiting for so long? The School for Good and Evil movie is finally happening, being made by Netflix Original Films. It's going to be a big, huge fairy tale action spectacular, directed by the absolutely brilliant Paul Feig.
The movie was always sort of in the channel, and we'd be like, movie news, movie updates. For me too, by this point, I've been on the team 2.5 years, and I was like, oh man, the School for Good and Evil movie, is that ever gonna happen? So finally, for Soman to be able to tell everyone, it was such a surreal moment. Everyone freaked out. The School for Good and Evil Netflix announcement. That was the biggest moment on EverNever TV, because even though we had way more movie announcements, we had casting announcements, the trailer, even though we had those moments, from this first announcement, it was like all those things are going to happen.
So buckle up, get ready for this great big new adventure, and I'm going to be right there with you for the ride.
Thank you so much for your support of EverNever TV over the years. I really hope that you guys pre-order and support the collector's edition of the School for Good and Evil coming out September 12th. The bonus content that is an interview with the characters. It's such a heartfelt love letter to the characters, to the fans, and it's something that you really won't want to miss. Thank you to everyone, and we hope to see you guys for many videos to come.